In this video, I will demonstrate a complete breakdown of SellerAmp. SellerAmp is a product research tool I personally use in my own 7-figure a year Amazon business. I'll show you how much it costs, all the cool features, and exactly how I use SellerAmp to do product research. Jumping right in, how much does SellerAmp cost? Well, there's two types of subscriptions, getting started and getting serious. They're basically the same thing, but with getting serious, you get a little bit more benefits for the $27.95 per month instead of the $19.95. You get 3 phone app installs instead of 1, 5 Chrome extensions installs instead of 2, and the best for me is the unlimited lookups per month instead of 1,000. But you can just do the getting started and upgrade it once you hit over 1,000 lookups. And if you want to save a little bit of money per month, you can actually get an annual membership like I do. But the best thing about SellerAmp right now is that there's actually a 2-week free trial, so you can try SellerAmp yourself for literally $0. So SellerAmp actually lets you calculate your profit while you're on an Amazon listing, but you're going to need to set up the specific criteria so it can reflect it accurately. The BSR, anywhere between 0 to 2%. This just shows you the top percentage of that specific category. You want to be between 1 and 2% just because, or 0 to 2%, just because anything over that is probably not selling too fast. I like a minimum profit of $3. I'm more of an advanced seller, so I have a 25% ROI, but I think the standard is usually 30. If you have a prep fee, any miscellaneous fees, miscellaneous percentage fees like sales tax or something, I usually just put all that into the regular cost, so I don't really do that much with anything. For inbound shipping, anywhere between 60 and 70 cents per pound is good. You can, when you're making a shipment, you can check it back to see if it's actually accurate and then adjust from there. And you can just copy these other settings right here. I don't really look at these too much. Okay, so now that you have SellerAmp and download the Chrome extension, once you click this button, the SellerAmp button, while on an Amazon listing, it will populate the data here on the right side, or you want to have it on the left side or the middle, whatever works for you. I keep it on the right side. You can make this bigger or smaller if you want. So the product title here, the ASIN, that's the Amazon's identification number. You use this to add your product to catalog and track that specific product. UPC is Puma specific identification number for this product. The dimensions are here, some of the details. This button here will lead you to the Amazon link for that product. This Google button here is really important. It helps you source a lot faster. It will copy this product title and actually search it for you in Google. Then you can, source a lot faster and just browse through the Google search. There's a SellerAmp web app as well for this button, but I honestly don't look at that too much, but we'll show it a little bit later. Some of the important details here is eligible, which is if once you connect your Amazon account to SellerAmp, it'll tell you if you're actually gated or not gated in this product. There will be some alerts here. So for this one, it has variations, but sometimes it'll say IP. If there's an IP alert, sometimes it'll say private label. On something like this for Puma, if a private label shows up, it just might be that there's low competition. The BSR is the rank of the specific product in terms of the Amazon catalog. So 27,000 means that this product is number 27,000. Estimated sales is 763, but it is distributed between all the variations here. So all the colors and sizes. The max cost is the max cost you can pay to hit your minimums that you set up earlier. So minimum 25% ROI is $38. You can actually use this as a calculator too. The offer summary is here. It shows you how many sellers are on there. So the offers are sellers. So now we got the ranks and prices. This shows you the average price on a period of time. This will help you make educated buying decisions based off the data. The current average, the 30-day average, the 90-day average, and 180 average, and lifetime average prices. The alerts is the same thing as alerts here, but in specific detail. It will show you eligibility, if it's hazmat, if it's dangerous goods, if Amazon shares the buy box, if it's a private label, if there's any IP issues, if it has sizes and variations. Here is the keeper chart, but honestly, I don't really look at this. I just look at the keeper chart on this side. Alpha calculator is the same thing as here, but it will show you a complete fee breakdown. Click on this right here. This is the fee that Amazon will charge you to sell on their platform. The FBA fee is the fee that Amazon charges you to pack and ship your item once it sells. You got the closing fee, storage fees. These are the fees that you'll add yourself to accurately show what your costs are. Inbound shipping, remember those are 60, 70 cents per pound. So it uses the dimensions here to estimate that. And some of the miscellaneous fees if you added it. One thing that's good is that you can actually add quantity here. So you can see if let's say you want to sell 50, how much it's going to cost you. If you had it, let's say you had 30. So you want to sell 50, it'll tell you how much it costs, what's the total sell price, and how much profit you can potentially make. Variations, it's beta. I don't really look at this ever. The Google Sheets, it's one of the best things here. If you have a VA, you can have your own sheet for leads. You can have your own leads list where you can export leads very efficiently, and it just makes overall sourcing a lot easier because you can go back and review the leads and it'll have all the data where the cost, the price, and all that already added. You can add some notes here. The discounts, honestly, don't look at that. One of the best sections is the offer sections. It shows you how many sellers are on there, if they're FBA or FBM, kind of what stock they have. They could hide their stock, so it's not too accurate. And their price listed, and so you can see how competitive their price is compared to yours if you listed it. Some of the details of the history, if you ever looked it up before. You can add the product to your inventory. ROI here, I don't really look at this. And something you can look at is the buy box analysis. So this is the buy box share for all the sellers, and down here is the percentage. So over a period of time, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, you can see how much a seller has the buy box. And that will help you make a buying decision because you don't want to sell something where the buy box is being dominated 90% of the time by one seller. Okay, so now you know what the extension looks like. Let's go over the web app. So when you click on the button, it literally just pulls up the same data, but just on the one web page. So you have the main quick info here, the profit calculator, the offers, the keeper chart, buy box analysis, literally the same thing in just one web page. To be honest, I don't look at this too much. I know a lot of sellers that do, but I do all of my analysis on just the extension here. So now that we understand the web page and the extension, we're actually going to go over one of the best features of SellerAmp and how to make money using it. So if you scroll down in the extension and go over to the offers, you can actually see the exact sellers selling this product. And if they're just trying to sell Puma profitably, they probably have a lot of other products in their catalog that are good to source and find profitably as well. So if you click on these buttons, you can actually go to the specific seller storefronts and do something called storefront stalking, or also known as reverse sourcing. So I usually typically look for people that have under 100 reviews or under 200 reviews. Some sellers with really high reviews are doing Amazon at a higher scale, and they're harder to find those kind of products. But maybe this guy named Hype Closet, I'll just click on the store and it'll actually pull up his entire storefront where you can see exactly what it's selling. So if he's selling Puma, he's probably selling other name brand products like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Converse, Under Armour. These are the exact brands that online arbitrage sellers sell. I think it pulls up from the top here. You can do the same thing by clicking on Google and seeing what online retailers are selling it. You can pull up the Amazon listing like this. And there's also a little mini keeper chart, so it can give you a little bit of product analysis. You can actually sort. And overall, this method of sourcing is really effective for beginners because you can kind of see generally what kind of product sellers will carry. So just a little tip, he definitely carries a lot of Nike products that are black and white, very generic, because that appeals to a wider audience. So yeah, if you look, it's all black and white here. We can see his Adidas listings. Probably that one's a little bit more off, but very general colors: gray, a lot of gray, black, gray, white. And yeah, that's exactly why I think SellerAmp is so good, because you can do something called storefront stalking and really just look at what products people are selling if they're selling a product like Puma, because they're probably selling this profitably as well. And you can make a lot of money by just going through storefronts of people that are doing what you're doing. Thank you guys for watching. That's the complete breakdown of the product research tool I use in my own 7-figure Amazon business. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment or reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter at Wi-Fi Thomas. I'll see you guys in the next one.